This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Springfest means more sun, more fun, and more free at Lowe's. Keep your yard in line with an additional free Ego 56-volt battery when you buy a select Ego mower, trimmer, or blower. Plus, keep landscaping fresh with Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil, 5 bags for $10. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Know how you sound like a genius in text or even in your head and then completely fumble it out loud? Welcome back to Speaking with Confidence, the podcast that helps you build the soft skills that lead to real results. Communication, storytelling, public speaking, and showing up with confidence in every conversation that counts. I'm Tim Newman, a recovering college professor turned communication coach, and I'm thrilled to guide you on a journey to becoming a powerful communicator. You can craft a perfect text. You can write a hilarious tweet, a razor-sharp Slack message, a closing argument in a group chat that actually ends the debate. Your digital voice is articulate, confident, and totally under control. Then you get on a Zoom call, or you're asked to speak up in a meeting, and what comes out doesn't sound like the person who wrote those messages. It sounds thinner, higher, maybe it shakes a little or trails off at the end. It sounds, honestly, a bit like a suggestion when you meant it to be a solution. This is the digital vocal gap. Your brain is full of conviction, but your voice is stuck in a text bubble. It's broadcasting hesitation from your throat when your ideas are coming from a place of total certainty. And here's the brutal truth. People will believe the sound of your voice long before they believe the content of your words. If you sound like you're not sure you should be speaking, they'll decide you probably shouldn't be. The good news? This isn't a personality problem. It's not that you're not confident. It's a physical tool you're simply not using. Think of it like this. You've been speaking from the wrong room in your house. We're about to move your voice from the cramped attic of your throat down to the foundation in your chest. So how do you find this? We're going to do a quick physical test right now. I need you to hum with me. Seriously, just hum. Don't overthink it. First, hum a high note like you're mimicking a mosquito. Feel where that vibration is? It's probably right behind your nose in your sinuses or tight in your throat. That's a head voice or a throat.
K-pop Demon Hunters Haja Boys breakfast meal and Huntrix meal have just dropped at McDonald's. They're calling this a battle for the fans. What do you say to that, Rumi?
It's not a battle. So glad the Saja Boys could take breakfast and give our meal the rest of the day.
It is an honor to share.
No, it's our honor.
It is our larger honor.
No, really. Stop.
You can really feel the respect in this battle. Pick a meal to pick a side.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's while supplies last.
Voice. It's small. It's where uncertainty lives. Now, drop that hum way down low, like a groan when you sit down after a long day, or really low. Feel that? The vibration should drop down into your upper chest. You might feel it against your collarbone. That deeper, fuller vibration, that is chest resonance. That is the physical home of authority. Your voice has always been capable of this. You use this resonance when you say, to agree with a friend, or when you sigh, it's the sound of certainty. Neurologically, when a listener hears that deeper chest-based vibration, it signals stability and credibility. It sounds like ground truth. The most common mistake is trying to fix a thin voice by talking louder. That just makes a tense, shouty throat voice. The fix is not volume, it's depth. You don't push the sound out, you drop the resonance down. All right, let's try and connect it to speech. Keep that low hum going. Keep doing it. Now, on that same exact breath, in the same exact feeling, open into a word like hello. 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 Don't plan it. Just let the word hello ride out on that vibration. Feel how the word originates from that deeper place? It's fuller. It has weight. That's the transition from a thin, throat-based sound to a grounded, chest-resonant one. That's the mechanical shift. That's the tool you now have access to. And now that you found where your authority lives, we have to talk about how you let it out. Because there's a shape to confident speech, and right now you're probably speaking in the wrong shape. Think about how you talk when you're texting or scrolling. Your jaw is probably mostly closed. Your lips are tight, moving side to side in little micro movements from words. And that's what we call horizontal speech. It's efficient, it's quiet, it's perfect for not being overheard.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
It's the physical embodiment of the text bubble. The problem is, it strangles resonance. There's no room for that chest vibration to amplify. It gets trapped, and what comes out is that thin, nasal, tight sound. What we're looking for is vertical speech. This is about creating space. Imagine your vocal tract from your diaphragm up through your throat to your mouth is a tall, open column. The goal is to open that column, to get everything out of the way so the sound from your chest can travel up and out with its full depth intact. Let's try it. We'll use what we call the sigh of relief exercise. This is what I want you to do. Take a breath into the belly and then just sigh out a long ah, like this. Don't push it. Just let a big audible sigh of relief escape. Feel how your jaw drops open naturally. Feel the space in the back of your throat. That openness, that vertical drop of the jaw, that's the gateway. This is not about a giant fake smile. It's about a relaxed, downward hinge. Now, try speaking from that same place. Take that breath, create that open space with a slight drop of the jaw, and say a simple phrase like, here's my recommendation. Ready? Here's my recommendation. Don't focus on the words. Focus on the feeling of the sound originating low and traveling up through an open channel. Hear the difference? It's less buzzy, less strained. It has room to breathe. This verticality does something magical. It creates natural, authoritative pauses. When your speech isn't fighting against a closed-off system, you don't feel the need to rush. The words have space around them. This is the feeling difference that we're after. Horizontal speech feels like we're projecting our words at someone, like you're throwing pebbles at a window. Vertical speech, chest resonant speech, feels like the sound is emanating from you, feeling your own space first before it reaches the listener. It feels grounded. When you speak from this place, you are no longer apologizing for the space you take up with your sound. You're actually claiming it.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 45% off site-wide, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
All of this leads to a single, brutal, beautiful filter for everything you say in a professional setting. I'll call it the 8th grade rule. Before you deliver your key point, ask yourself, would an 8th grader mid-scroll on their phone actually stop and listen to how I just said that? This isn't about dumbing down your content. It's the exact opposite. It's about cutting through the modern noise with such physical clarity and grounded authority that you become undeniable. An 8th grader has a built-in BS detector for uncertainty, and their attention is the most scarce resource on the planet. If you can command it with your voice, you can command any room. Think about the digital noise we all live in. The pings, the notifications, the 5 other tabs open. Well, for me, it's like 20. A thin, horizontal, throaty voice is just another piece of that noise, and it's very easy to tune out. A chest-resonant, vertical voice cuts through like a clear signal. It sounds essential. So let's apply everything. Take a key point you might have in a meeting. Maybe it's, the data shows we need to pivot. Don't just say it in your head. Actually say it out loud right now, but apply the filter. First, connect to the low hum. Find that chest resonance. Second, open the pathway, drop your jaw a little, and create that vertical space. Now deliver the line. The data shows we need to pivot. Say it to the imaginary 8th grader. Does it have weight? Does it sound like it comes from a place of certainty? If you heard that, would you stop scrolling? This is how you bridge the gap. Your online authenticity, your clear, concise, confident mind is now matched by a physical instrument that projects the same message. It's not an act. It's an alignment. You are making your internal certainty externally, audibly, obvious. Now your homework is simple, non-negotiable. It only takes 60 seconds. Before your next call, your next meeting, even before you order your coffee, do this. Find a private space. Take one deep breath into your belly. Hum low to find your chest vibration. Then sigh out loud, to open that vertical space. And finally, say one sentence you'll need to say, like, here's what I think, right on that same feeling. That's it. 60 seconds of physical rehearsal. The shift is immediate. You will feel more grounded. They will hear more authority. It will feel less like performing and more like finally speaking at your full capacity. Most people will never do this simple physical work. They'll stay in their throats, wondering why their ideas don't land. Be the one that does. This skill is a foundation. It unlocks everything else: influence, persuasion, and leadership. And it starts with owning your sound. That's all for today. Remember, we're looking for progress, not perfection. Be sure to visit speakingwithconfidencepodcast.com to get your free ebook, The Top 21 Challenges for Public Speakers and How to Overcome Them. You can also register for the Formula for Public Speaking course. Always remember, your voice has the power to change the world. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.